Blog Talk Radio.
Are you ready to take a bite out of the competition? Are you looking for ideas to make your business better? Welcome to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. At the core of every successful business, you'll find people making a difference. And with each episode of the Core Business Show, we talk with those people, examine those ideas, and explore the strategies that make them special. Now, the host of the Core Business Show, Tim Jacquet.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. Today, I have a special guest. He's going to talk about a disease, a very rare disease, and we're going to give him a moment. His name is Tyler Ransom. So, Tyler, welcome to the program.
Thank you for letting me be on your show. I really appreciate it. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great so far. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. You have the whole weekend. I know you're excited just getting out of school.
Yes, just a couple more days left.
Oh, so you guys are still in school there in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay, I guess you can't wait to get out and enjoy your summer.
Yes, everybody's starting to become really impatient at my school.
I can imagine. I guess tell us about yourself. What do you do?
I usually go around sparring with black belts and spreading the word about my kidney disease called Nephrotic Syndrome, which is a rare kidney disorder which causes the kidney filtering system to shut down, leaving the good stuff out and the bad stuff in, the good stuff being protein.
Well, we had a drop call, so we got to call back in. Guys, we're going to take a station break real quick while we can get Tyler back on the line. Well, let's take a break from our sponsor, and we'll give him a call back in a few.
You're listening to the Core Business Show, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. Apple Capital Group in Jacksonville, Florida, is a commercial lender that specializes in asset-based loans, equipment leasing and financing, invoice financing, commercial real estate loans, and asset-based financing in the U.S. and Canada. Apple Capital Group is a direct lender that lends on their private equity investment portfolio. 90% of most loans are decided within 2 hours, and vendor funding within 24 hours after documents are completed with a one-page application. No slow no's, just a quick decision and a fast yes. To get more information about lending from Apple Capital Group, call 866-611-7457. That's 866-611-7457 to speak with one of our loan specialists. Or visit us right now at applecapitalgroup.com. Welcome back to the Core. Once again, here's Tim Jacquet.
I'm back with Tyler Ransom. We were talking about this rare kidney disease that plagues children, really extremely rare. So, Tyler, you back on the program?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of tell us what caused it and tell us more about the disease.
I have a kidney disease called Nephrotic Syndrome, which causes my kidney filtering system to shut down, leaving the good stuff out and the bad stuff in, the good stuff being protein. Then it causes fluid to go into my thighs, pop up in my thighs, which makes it really hard to put on my pants. My eyes swell up, swollen shut, so I'm basically blind, and that's really frustrating for me. And next day I weigh 15 to 20 more pounds.
So the antibodies just build fluid, and it just causes you to build up more puffier, and it causes some discomfort.
Yes, and then most of the time I go to the doctors and they check on me. They sometimes take my blood and just see how I'm doing and how I can get back on track.
So is there, apparently, it just is a rare thing that happens to some people. It don't happen to everyone, and you just don't know who is going to happen to. Is it something is it genetic, do you know, or is it just something that your body just reacts in a certain way? It's
how my body reacts in a certain way. Maybe the medications, the medical reactions, or most of it depends on the kidneys. I'm not getting enough protein inside, so I'm trying to find a way.
Okay. The person normally to take medications every single day for the disease, or do you have to get like dialysis, or you have to get a transplant over time, or medications is enough to kind of keep it stable?
Yes, we take the medications to let me get really stable, and I need to take about 7 pills a day, 7 pills morning and night. I have to take a medication that makes my appetite grow by a large amount, I also take another medication that makes me feel dizzy and really sleepy. And the last medication, which has the strangest reaction. It makes me laugh at certain times for no reason, and it makes me cry for some reasons.
Wow. So it's not only physically affects your body, but also you're saying it also affects you emotionally as well?
Yes.
Disease?
It
Okay.
makes me also sometimes feel like giving up, but I never do.
No, you shouldn't. So is it cure or is it something that you can kind of grow out of this disease over time?
They haven't found a cure yet, so that's why I'm asking people to spread awareness and to go to my site, www.healingtyler.com, where they could also donate money to a foundation called the Nephrotic Foundation that's trying to find a cure for my disease.
Okay. And I know you had some accounts with some people, a couple of fighters, Ronda Rousey. Can you talk about your experience with them?
It's really cool since I usually always see them in the UFC punching and getting all bloody and stuff. And then I'd expect them to be all intimidating. But when I meet them in person, yes, they're intimidating, but they have a great personality. They're really fun to play with. So and I also spar with them. So I get to know their technique and I get to combine it. So I always switch techniques. I learn new techniques.
Oh, wow. So, well, at least it give you some extra lessons from some experts. So at least you're learning from the best pretty much. This particular syndrome, how is it really affecting your life in general? Are you able to play and still do sports on an active basis, or?
Yes, I'm still able to play and do sports, but most of the days when I get a relapse, which is what I told you before, makes my whole body swell up, it causes my physical stamina and energy, so I usually need to take a break from doing stuff I like jiu-jitsu. I love doing that, but once I have a relapse, it sometimes gets in the way, so I need to take a break and rest. And most of the time, it just makes me feel left out, like I'm missing most of it. But I always know to move forward and never backward.
Wow. So is any other activities you normally play, a sport or social activity that kind of keeps your mind?
Yes, whenever I do jiu-jitsu, I feel like I'm in a world where there's no medications, no doctors. It's just me and the technique.
You're in the technique. And this particular disease says it affects 20 out of a million kids. Is that rare? That produces malfunction with the swelling in your face and your legs. And over time, there's no cure for it. Do they normally say in time you get a kidney transplant or something that's going to bring the swelling under control?
Yes, I've gotten a kidney biopsy, so I had to miss many days at school. I really didn't like that, but it had to be done, and the results were good. I had Nephrotic Syndrome, not a serious other type of kidney disease called FSGS.
And FSGS is more of a severe type disease, more of an unstage of the same disease. Does it mean that it's just a second level of the disease?
Yes, it causes also scarring to the kidney, which damages the kidney more. So there's more severe damage with FSGS.
Wow. So in the next 5 years, how do you see yourself? And where you see that in life, where you see, because you're in what school now? You're in middle school?
No, I'm still in elementary. I'm going to go to 6th grade next year.
Well, congratulations making it to 6th grade. You'll be a middle schooler. So where you see yourself in 5 and 2 years ago? You're going to college, and where you want to be?
Savant Young gave me this idea. He said that why not I could be a nephrologist and help the kids that have my kidney disease because I had firsthand experience. I do that. I also want to be a scientist, an inventor to invent things that will help the community and basically spread the word and become a master jiu-jitsu artist.
Wow, that's some great inspiration. Well, we really appreciate you having any last comments you'd like to leave the audience. And also tell us what your website and the national site is, again, if they want to make a contribution or want to get more information about the disease.
You could visit my site, healingtyler.com, where you could know more about me, and you could also see my videos of me going with the top MMA fighters. You could also donate, like I said earlier, to a foundation that's trying to find a cure for my disease and
Mhm.
FSGS, and I am actively looking for sponsors.
Perfect. Okay, and they can just go to your website to get that information, and your agent and your dad would kind of help you take care of all of that. Again, it's healingtyler.com, right?
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on the program. I really appreciate it, Tyler.
And thank you for letting me on your show.
Great. Thank you. Take care.
Okay.
And good luck, and have a great summer.
And you too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. This has been another production of Apple Capital Group. You can download this episode on iTunes on Blog Talk Radio. And also, highlights of this episode will be available on blog.applecapitalgroup. Also, if you go to the Nephrotic website, which is nephcure.org, there's more information about the disease. Of course, Healing Tyler, you can go to his website and learn a little bit more about this rare disease. It only affects 20 out of 1 million people. So pray for a cure, educate yourself, and know what the signs are. Everybody, thank you for listening to the program, Core Business Show. Take care and have a great weekend.
Thank you for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet. For a free quote on equipment leasing and financing, visit our website, applecapitalgroup.com. That's applecapitalgroup.com. And fill out the information to receive your free quote. We hope you'll join us for our next episode. And remember, you can always get to the core via iTunes. You'll find all our previous episodes there. Thanks again for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet.